What's up, everybody? Paranormal back at you with another video. Today, unfortunately, I got some bad news for you. The bike is still not here. That's where my bike is normally parked. It's still not here. So, about 2 weeks ago, I basically had some issues with the front brake reservoir leaking. So at this point, I'm getting a little bit of annoyed with not so much Ducati or the bike itself, but with the setup of the motorcycle. So if you guys have ever bought a brand new motorcycle before, you know that you pay for these things to be set up. I mean, they come out of the crate and then they have to be assembled. At this point, my bike hasn't been assembled correctly, and I continue to have issues with the technician's assembly of my motorcycle. If you guys have been watching the videos, you'll know that I've taken my bike back to the shop multiple times, and for generally the same fucking issues, and it's been assembly issues. The bike runs great. The bike has got an amazing fucking motor and training and all that shit. It runs fantastic, but the assembly got fucked up. So I was taking the bike back to the shop regularly for an exhaust valve issue. The exhaust valve would, every once in a while, you'd rev it and the bike would die because the exhaust valve was fucked up. Come to find out, after about 2 to 3 trips to the shop, it wasn't set up correctly, and the fucking cable that controls the exhaust valve was pinched, and it took 3 trips to the shop to figure that out. Now, I've said before about Italian motorcycles, you don't buy an Italian motorcycle and not expect weird little quirky problems like that. It just happens. I'm not really that bent out of shape out of it. But the thing is with this one, if you guys know, my front brake reservoir sits like right here by the windscreen. This doesn't have a regular one because it's a Kawasaki, not a Ducati. Straight from the factory, the brake reservoir was too high. And what was happening was my brake reservoir was rubbing the inside of my windshield, and it was tearing apart the windshield nuts. Okay, not that big of a deal. The windshield nuts were probably like $1 a piece. It was all covered under warranty because the bike wasn't set up appropriately, and it was all fixed. What they ended up doing was they lowered the brake reservoir. Well, what happened after they lowered the brake reservoir is that the fucking underside of the brake reservoir, where the fucking rubber hose connects to it and it's clamped, they fucking lowered it to the point where it's rubbing on the steering stabilizer, steering dampener, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's some weird Italian name for it, but that's what's happening right now. And it rubbed the steering dampener so much that there was brake fluid leaking. If you guys know anything about brake fluid, it's corrosive. You don't want that on anything. Luckily enough for me, it didn't get on the body panels. It didn't start taking off paint. That would have been an extraordinarily expensive thing, but it did almost get on my instrument cluster. It got on some of the metal parts inside that are painted, and now the inside of the bike kind of looks like it's got water spots where the brake fluid was touching, and that's something I'm going to have to just deal with forever. So, whatever. I don't really care at this point about it. I just want my motorcycle back. I dropped it off a week early before my shop date because I had to work all week and I wasn't going to be able to drop it off, and they were kind enough to let me drop off the bike and store the bike for me until my shop date. Well, I dropped it off now on Thursday. No, I'm sorry. I dropped it off let's see, several days before my shop date. My shop date was this last Thursday. Right now it's Monday. You guys will see this on Tuesday. So it's been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today Monday. It's been 5 days. I haven't heard anything. The awesome shop manager did give me a call on Thursday on my shop day, and he told me, in fact, that it was rubbing on, well, he didn't tell me that it was rubbing on the steering stabilizer. He told me that it was leaking from the bottom of the brake reservoir. What he didn't say is that it was rubbing on the steering stabilizer, which is their oops. So I'm hoping I'm gonna go there, and honestly I'm gonna reason with them a little bit and be like, dudes, I paid for your setup. You guys fucked up the setup the first time. I didn't care. You covered it. You fucked up the setup. You tried to fix it. You fucked up the fix, and now I'm having another problem. This shouldn't be my financial responsibility. That's what I'm going to say. Now, if that's what happens, I have no idea. So we're going to find out from there. I'm hoping I have my bike sometime this week. This is my planned week off from work. If you guys don't follow the videos, my schedule is really heavy for 3 weeks, and then I get a week off. And that week off, I ride all damn week, and it's amazing. And right now is my first day of that week off, and there's no motorcycle here. Well, there's that one. I might do a vlog on that one. You guys want to see a Ninja 300 vlog? I don't know. I probably would have done it back when I had a Ninja 300, but my Ducati is normally parked right here, next to my girlfriend's Ninja 300. There's still no Ducati. So, I'll keep you posted on it. Honestly, I'm going to try not to be annoyed too much. I'm going to try to be pleasant to these people because they're the only people I trust to work on my bike, because they're the only people that stand behind their work in this area. The only other shop that deals with Ducati is probably about 15 to 20 miles away from where I am, which is twice the distance of this Ducati shop, and I don't trust them at all because they don't sell anything, and there's probably a reason why they don't sell anything, because they're probably not all that awesome. So I'm going to try to keep this relationship as positive as possible, but I mean, somebody's going to have to own up to this mess up, okay? I mean, honestly, that's what it comes down to. I own up for my mess ups. As long as they're straightforward with me, I'm gonna stay happy. I don't care if it's got to be another week. Just fix it. I'm sure the reason why I haven't heard from them is that they probably have to order some parts. But anyway, if they wouldn't have messed up the setup, then they wouldn't have to order parts. But either way, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I think I might do a video on this, a little beginner bike review or something. I don't know. If you guys know me, I love the Ninja 300. It was my first bike. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was like you can never replace the feeling of your first bike. It's awesome. But anyway, guys, I'm hoping to see you guys later this week on my Ducati Pringle. And other than that, stay classy. Deuces.